Hi, and welcome to The Guardian Way. Today's episode 129, continues our series about children's safety and security. And this one involves around schools. Our co-producer for the series, of course, is Garrett Thomas, the founder of Guardian Protection Force. Hey, good morning, Garrett.
Good morning. Yeah, many of your kids might be off on summer break. Good time to talk about these things.
We had talked about this a couple of weeks ago that, even though our primary audience is our business people that we reach out to, children are involved in that whole process all the way along. Everything from businesses that have got potential children that have got classes with them and things like that, kinder care and that. So why don't you take us through a few of the things that our audience might be interested in terms of creating a better safety and secure situation for children?
Sure. Yeah, families need to establish approved pickup lists. So most schools are doing a good job of that these days. So they're making sure that, if somebody's on the list, they can't pick up the kid. But, make sure that your school is doing that. Safe walking routes, if your kids are walking home, establish, what are good routes for them. There's obviously better ones than others, some that are unsafe because of faster traffic or traffic patterns or just neighborhoods that aren't safe. Buddy systems, that's really important, so identify if your child has, a buddy who can walk with them, maybe they're going in the same way. That's a very safer choice than to have them by themselves. Consistent arrival schedules, that's another one. Know that you have kids have all this stuff, different things going on. They might have sports and things, but you should establish a routine. Child's supposed to arrive at this time here or this time on this day, so that it's not all mixed up and you wouldn't even know if they weren't where they were supposed to be. Active threat awareness. This is age appropriate training, so depends upon your children's age, but teach them to recognize danger quickly. What does that look like? Follow teachers' instructions immediately. Understand run, hide, fight basics at an appropriate level. And you can always watch that video too. It's on DHS's website. Parents and children should know emergency meeting locations, backup contacts, how schools send emergency alerts, when not to use phones during emergencies. And community security partnerships. I would like to talk a little bit about that. Schools and businesses benefit from private security assessments, camera monitoring systems, trained security personnel, and coordinated emergency response planning.
Garrett, this is great information. Now, listen, as we close out this episode today and move on to our next episode beyond, why don't you take us out today? But as we go, just take again for our audience an overview of some of the different services that Guardian Protection Force does provide.
Yeah, the first no-fee site assessment, give us a call. Workplace violence prevention, AI camera solutions, guard and patrol services, armed, unarmed, security operations plans and assessments, contentious termination services, and executive protection. Until next time, stay safe, and we'll see you then.